Previously on The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie travel to a planet devoid of life, fighting inhuman creatures, and go through the ruins of a city to find a cure.
I think you're thinking of the wrong show.
Got my Pedro Pascal mixed up. Previously on The Mandalorian, Mando and Grogu travel to a planet devoid of life, fighting off inhuman creatures, searching the ruins of a city to find a cure for Mando's loneliness.
That's better. Welcome back, everyone, to our Star Wars Plus live reaction of The Mandalorian, titled
We Have Spoken.
So we're back on track, people. We're making this a live reaction just as God intended.
Don't you mean the Force?
Sure, whatever. If you say so. So yeah, we gave our opinions on the first 2 episodes, and so far, we're not impressed with where this is going. We're hoping things are going to change, though, with the 3rd episode, which is titled
The Convert.
At least we think that's what it's called. It's not like Disney Plus is exactly telling us. But yeah, I'm hoping things pick up a little from here, and we figure out just what exactly is going to happen now that Mando has found the springs and has bathed in them, and I guess redeemed himself, so it's like, okay, where does he go from here? I guess we're gonna have to repopulate Mandalore, so get on that, Bo-Katan. Although, honestly, if what I predict is gonna happen happens, this show might go in a rather dark direction. I had mentioned how I thought it was ridiculous before that the Armorer has sent Mando on this rather ridiculous quest, which is basically a suicide mission. I feel like that was the intent. I can't say that for certain, but I feel like if he does show up again in front of her, he might not live. That's just a theory. I'm not gonna die on that hill, but it's out there. So let's get started and find out what happens now that Mando has officially been redeemed. And play.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors.
Should keep a Mando death count at this point and see how many times he almost dies in this season alone.
Can we not with the helmets anymore?
But how do they know it's Star Wars? Someone turn the lights on, I can't see shit. Oh good, you're alive. I guess no CPR was needed or anything. The Mandalorian grunting.
Mandalorian pooping.
I am redeemed.
I witnessed it.
Yep.
You bathed in the living waters.
And almost died.
Mandalorian again.
It's just that
Can
simple.
we leave now?
Well, I guess that's proof enough. Although anybody can just, you know, pour water in there and say it's holy.
Something?
I didn't realize it was so deep.
It wasn't. The bombings from the purge must have triggered seismic activities.
It's some seismic
Did you see
activity,
anything alive?
Jesus.
Alive? Like what?
Nothing. Let's get out of here.
I'm just gonna sit on this information. Seriously, that's some Mariana Trench bullshit she saw.
Always a bigger fish.
Hi, Mandalore. Bye, Mandalore.
Bring me to my ship and I'll be on my way. You will forever have my gratitude.
I would invite you in for a feast, but I'm guessing that helmet isn't coming off again.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Aww. His first words.
We took a hit.
Something's coming up on us fast. It looks like a squadron of TIE interceptors.
Where the fuck did you people come from?
Where'd they come from?
I've scoped off a lot of Imperial warlords.
Does every Star Wars ship have like a backwards chair just for this purpose?
Get ready, we're coming in hot. I won't be able to slow down for the drop.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Interceptors are a lot tougher than TIE fighters.
Are you still up for the transfer?
I don't see any other choice.
He's gonna drop out.
He does have his jetpack.
True. YOLO! Oh god, this was a bad decision. Ow.
Ow!
Oh, there goes my knees.
Super landing. And free fall.
Did
And
he
free falling.
did he just pull a Batman drop?
This looks awfully familiar.
It's New Zealand. Every terrain like this is New Zealand. You should know that by now. Stop blowing up the rocky terrains of New Zealand. What did it ever do to you?
I just feel like any minute now we're gonna see Porgs.
I just want to see Grogu fight one. So we're not gonna ask who these people are, why they're chasing them. We're just gonna pew pew.
It's Empire. And she did say it sounds like she stole from them and they've got her number.
That'll do it.
Also, you know, she did attack that one freighter to try to get the Darksaber back, so...
True. Rather interesting timing that they show up now.
You take any damage?
Just shields. You?
Not a scratch.
Oh, look at me, I'm Mando. I can shoot things without getting shot back.
Hang on. I'm seeing something on the scope.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That place wasn't even fully paid off yet. And I just installed a sauna. What the fuck? Alright, we're in revenge mode now.
Incoming! Oh my god!
Whoa, what the shit? They brought a whole fucking fleet to take down one person? Jesus Christ. Will they all come out of the fucking woodwork?
We're boned.
I'm sending jump coordinates.
Where?
Someplace they won't find us.
It's called Tatooine.
That's the definitive place where you don't want to be found. Leia! That was a long opening thing. The convert, okay.
Oh.
Hello, Courasant.
The first time we've seen Coruscant post Return of the Jedi.
Are we at the Oscars now?
I appreciate you letting me speak here tonight. There are many of us who have no choice in working for the Empire, but now the New Republic has given us a second chance.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, the doctor.
I lost my mother,
That was an abrupt change.
the person who I admired most.
Someone's in the earpiece and like, alright, now tell a sob story. I'll totally get them on your side.
Her heart gave out. It was then that I vowed to make it my life's work to help others avoid such needless loss.
This is a proponent of stem cell research.
And cloning.
We know that cloning can duplicate an individual from a single genetic strand. What my work explored was the hopes of combining multiple strands to create replicas that incorporated the best genetic attributes of both donors.
Now, let's clone Palpatine.
What do they call that again? Eugenics?
So,
Isn't that frowned upon?
You know, I was almost drafted. Imagine me serving.
Darling, that was the Empire.
Oh, my apologies. Empire, Rebels, New Republic, I can't keep track. That's why I should just keep my mouth shut.
We try not to get involved. Well, I think
Spoken like true rich people.
Best, Doctor. After everything you've been through, you're just so brave. Such an inspiration.
Dude's been using too much bronzer.
So glad you're working for us now.
Thank you for making us rich folks feel better about ourselves.
Have you been in Courasant long?
no.
Well, I think you will find it a very lovely city. You must be sure to visit.
Can you put up the, you know, the black screen so he doesn't have to talk?
There's something to see. And if you have time, the Galactic Museum is
Please take a tour of Coruscant.
I love it's a galaxy far, far away and they still have annoying taxi people trying to talk to you.
Please watch your step as you exit the vehicle.
Oh, excuse me, that slipped out.
May as well call it witness protection. That's basically what it sounds like.
What is for a drink?
I do not drink wine.
Amnesty Officer M34. Amnesty Scientist L52.
Haha, I outrank you.
What do you mean? The pins, they make it hard to hide. Oh, yes.
We don't have names here.
Transferred from the Reintegration Institute. Welcome to Amnesty Housing.
But we get to look over our shoulders for the rest of our lives.
M40 G68.
I am not a number, I am a man.
I didn't expect to see anyone from Moff Gideon's ship here.
Hmm.
Didn't know you worked for him.
I heard you escaped around to the worship room. Now that was the story.
Of course he did.
So mine's there.
Thanks to the rehabilitation program, I can contribute to the New Republic. Just like you.
Just like all of us.
See, I like the idea of a rehabilitation program for former Empire people, but this gives me a bad vibe.
Are you saying you have a bad feeling about this?
Drink your blue milk. Or cloudy milk, whatever the hell that is.
Have a seat, Doctor.
Have you taken in the sights on Courasant, Doctor?
No, I haven't had the time.
I'd be happy to show you around when you do.
Psst. Come, let's be alone together for no suspicious reason.
The lights of hyperspace.
What do you miss, L-52?
Miss?
From before.
No, I'm glad that the Empire is...
Oh, not that. Of course, good riddance. I mean, more like the everyday stuff, like the food.
I guess... maybe those, yellow travel biscuits from Russia.
Oh, that brings back memories.
Gotta say though, I like the red ones.
Oh, crazy.
What's wrong with them? I'm just saying, if I never see another ration pack in my life, I'll die happy.
Alright.
It's cute, they think that was food.
Okay.
Drink.
Drink to forget, drink to forget!
Because of this, Courasant is one of only a handful of city planets known as the Calamitous.
Is that what they're called?
One moment.
Oh, here we go.
That's the only entertainment they have.
Again, galaxy far, far away. They can't even invent decent television.
Don't bring it in. Wow, really?
Psst. Somebody was actually hoarding that shit. Ooh, he has a secret admirer. Didn't we just see this work area in Andor?
Yep.
Great. This is definitely what I wanted to see more of in The Mandalorian.
Mac, I had no idea you're so experienced. Wonder why they have you down here.
I'm happy to do whatever is asked of me.
But, you know,
Excuse me.
I don't want to talk to you on the matter.
back to it.
It's like, yeah, you were a doctor, but you were an evil doctor, so desk work for you. Bright lights, big city, that's where you wanna go.
Just don't.
Are those treats radioactive?
Are those death sticks?
Those are the death sticks I heard so much about.
A witch!
A witch!
Get these snacks, now available at Galaxy's Edge.
In the right hands, our discoveries could have helped a lot of people.
So why not continue your research here?
I don't think it's something the New Republic would be interested in.
Yeah, they've already had a whole history with clones.
Ah, but that was the old
Orders
Republic.
blindly is how we got in trouble in the first place. The New Republic is trying their best, but they're struggling. There are lots of capable people who want to help.
It's basically the devil on his shoulders.
Mhm.
Do it.
What is that?
That Peak of Ume, highest mountain on Courasant.
There are mountains on Courasant?
They say it's the only place on the entire surface where you can see the planet itself.
Huh. So this is like a New York setting where it's like on top of like the actual planet.
You want to touch it?
Are we allowed to?
Allowed? Live a little, Doc. It's not the Empire.
Dude, she is trying to get you in trouble.
Please refrain from physical contact.
So sorry.
Told you.
You knew that was gonna happen, didn't you?
No littering.
Oh, jeez.
Let me buy your photon fizzle.
Do you think if they didn't want anyone touching it, they wouldn't make it so close that someone could actually reach it? Nah. Okay.
But, if you're close, I want to
Touch. No touching.
touch.
Are you able to maintain a consistent schedule?
Yes.
Are you experiencing any undue stress due to work or personal matters?
Do you have the urge to turn
Have
evil?
you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards your coworkers?
No.
Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards the New Republic government or its representatives?
Who's gonna say yes to that?
If I were to pursue my own research recreationally, would that be allowed?
According to your file, your previous research involved cloning and genetic engineering. That class of research is expressly prohibited by the Courasant Accords, Section 13, subparagraph 7.
We don't do stem cell research around these parts. Gee, I wonder if he's gonna leave and go do his own research.
I know it's important, and in the hands of the New Republic, it can actually be used for good. I just need to prove it.
Have fun with that.
Sounds like you want to continue it. Well, what do you need?
Well, not much to get started. Some supplies, a mobile lab station. It's a silly idea, I know it is, but I really think that...
Sounds like he's gonna create crack.
You want to help the New Republic. They just can't see it yet. But it would require require going outside our designated perimeter.
We're gonna go to some trailer in the middle of the desert.
I can't do that.
Goddamn right.
If they found out, we'd both be sent back to the Reintegration Institute.
So you're saying this motherfucker is gonna be responsible for the rise of the New Order and Snoke and all that? Because you know that's where this is heading.
Pretty much.
And all for the sake of research.
Let's do research!
Like, don't get me wrong, I can see merits, but knowing where this ultimately leads, like, dude.
It's also perfectly good. It's Imperial technology. Yes, but they can still be put to good use. If I can have access to the equipment, I'd be happy to demonstrate how.
Dude.
With you, we are really behind here.
Dude, look at all this Nazi research. We totally could put it to good use.
C-1023 request.
Are you experiencing any undue stress due to work or personal matters?
No.
Have you experienced any feelings
How
of
often are they gonna
anger
ask him
or
those
resentment
questions?
towards your coworkers?
No.
Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards the New Republic government or its representatives?
You can just give him a sheet to fill out. You don't have to friggin' verbally ask him.
Apologies if you didn't hear me.
The mobile lab station? Let's go get it.
Good.
Or our trap.
Mm-hmm.
You're helping the New Republic. It's the right thing to do.
Keep telling yourself that. Also, given how discriminated clones are, or were, I should say, you'd think that bringing that back would be a bad thing.
So I wonder where Din and Bo-Katan went to.
Yeah, good question. It's almost like they didn't have enough story to work with because they blew through it in the first 2 episodes. So now we gotta focus on the side characters just to fill time. God, this is Book of Boba Fett all over again. I would say this better be some pretty damn good build-up and payoff. Stare. Stare. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Uh-oh, jump in the turnstile. We're the New York cops, get on that shit. Hey, buddy. Maybe just put like an exclamation mark above his head, be like, whoa. I'm normal. Ooh, pretty. Like we haven't seen this everywhere else.
Where are we going?
The disposal yards. The inventory you're cataloging.
What?
Imperial ships all have mobile lab stations, right?
They do, but they're Imperial.
No shit.
Now they're just junk. You slip in, grab what you need, and we're back in amnesty housing before you know it.
Theoretically.
I've done this before.
Where do you think I got the biscuits?
You sly dog. Oh no, I'm getting Space Mountain flashbacks. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You got a ticket?
Just get up, keep walking down this train until the thing stops.
Oh no, these guys didn't.
Oh, they know what you did.
Am I right?
This guy is so bad at this.
Tickets!
It's like a bullet train with Brad Pitt trying to avoid the guy.
Do 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 do.
Do do do. It's Judgment Day. Oh, no more train. Now time to really tuck and roll.
We're gonna jump!
What?
Dude, you're going as fast as a bullet train. You're gonna be goo by the time you hit the ground.
Trust me!
Poor decision, really. Don't tell me we're about to jump off a train track. Yeah, sharp rocks at the bottom? Most definitely. Bring it on. Whee!
Haven't you know that was better?
Oh, they were very lucky the train conveniently slowed down at that time. We almost died. Wow,
Dun dun dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun.
dun.
Interesting they didn't blow the shit out of this thing.
Never done anything like this before.
Hope it's worth it to you. Imagine the old and Darth Vader just waiting there and be like,
I must have passed you on Gideon's ship 100 times. I'm sorry I never introduced myself.
I was too busy staring at that ass.
You don't have to apologize.
Elia Kane, communications officer.
Dr. Penn Pershing, scientist.
Nice to meet you.
That was the most evil introduction I have ever heard.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is like the origin story of a supervillain or something.
My mother was a doctor in the town where I grew up. I would spend days in her office dreaming of a lab like this. But to actually be in one...
You always knew what you wanted to do.
as far back as I can remember.
Must be nice.
What about you?
I didn't really have a chance to think about it.
Uh-oh, she's in shadow. That's not good.
What was that?
Just the ship settling.
Turns on trap!
I'll keep watch just in case.
Dude, she's setting you up.
How do we get back?
Good question. Oh boy. She's it.
Twist is, it's the robot from the train. Really wants to see their tickets.
I said tickets, please. Well, shit.
Stop! Raise your hands. You are under arrest.
Who would have seen this happening?
Lord Beast, am I right?
Yep. She was a plant. Yeah, she played you.
We understand that the adjustment can be difficult.
No. I think there's been a mistake. I
Our
was
hurt to help you. Indoctrination by the Empire is challenging to overcome.
Oh boy. Time for a full frontal lobotomy.
This is a mind flayer.
This is a 602 mitigator. It's a
Ooh, no.
non-invasive
Shock
experimental
therapy.
treatment
Even better.
for rehabilitation.
No, it's a mind flayer.
It's a similar device. We found it mobile. It can be used to help soothe select.
Tomato.
You'll see some pleasant colors, hear a light buzzing, and experience a great sense of relief in no time.
Wipe my mind.
Absolutely not. This isn't the Empire, son. This device is used to heal. I've been through the treatment myself.
Heal.
The experience is quite refreshing.
Please, just let me explain. I was just trying to help.
Time to get rid of all that pesky research.
Please, I just wanted to help. She set me up. Please.
That's what they all say.
I thought he was doing so well. You've done the right thing.
Thanks.
You are a real credit to this program. It's nice to know that for every failure, there's a success like you.
God.
Wow.
This should offer him some relief.
This is some Big Brother bullshit. Just relax, let the shock therapy do its work.
He relapsed. He's a friend. Still care about him.
Of course you do.
I want to see smoke come out of his ears. I was joking. She literally does want to see smoke come out of his ears.
You know, I don't ever think I've seen the movie Scanners.
She eats the thing.
Well, I guess she doesn't have an apple.
Yeah. That's the next closest thing to showing she's an asshole.
Oh, finally!
Oh, hey, Mando, forgot you were in this.
We're bringing you to a Mandalorian covert. This is how we have survived in exile.
I'm familiar.
It's a secret location, and you are my guest.
You're bringing the former princess of Mandalore to Death Watch. I see nothing but good things happening.
This guy again.
Is that last name, Vizsla? It's almost like a reunion of sorts. Except they probably hate her even more now. I swear to God, if another fucking crocodile pops out.
You are an apostate, Din Djarin. No longer. I have been to the mines of Mandalore.
He speaks the truth. I was witness.
And who are you, Night Owl?
I am Bo-Katan of Clan Kreese.
Your house has fallen from the wind. You are both apostates. We have been to the living waters.
Here, examine it with your water analysis technology that you clearly have.
We shall see.
I saw a thing on Facebook where someone's like, how's he gonna prove he was at the mines? And it's a picture of Bo-Katan and him just going...
Pixar didn't happen.
Yep. There's, again, a whole galaxy far, far away with this type of technology, and they don't have cameras. What the shit?
Din Djarin claims to have bathed in the living waters.
Or drowned, you know, whichever.
It is. I have proof.
I swear I didn't piss in it.
What say you, Grogu?
He speaks the truth.
What kind of bullshit is this? She always have this on hand?
You are redeemed. This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay, we're done now. We can end the season.
You too are redeemed.
Hooray!
Yes.
Question mark?
Did you bathe in the water?
Yes.
I did. And have you removed your helmet since?
Nope.
No, I have not. Then you may join our covert and live as your ancestors once did.
Yeah, screw that.
You may leave anytime you wish. Until then, you are one of us.
God damn it!
Welcome, Bo-Katan of Clan Creeds. This is the way.
This is the
way.
way.
One of us, gooba gaba, gooba gaba. I would be surprised if she just took off her helmet in protest. Like, I'm not being part of the bullshit again. Then again, she literally has no one. This is probably to her benefit. Well, that was an interestingly structural type of episode. Nice to see we had time for a side story amidst the whole redemption thingy.
I mean, at the very least, unlike Book of Boba Fett, this one was part of the storyline within the same series.
And I assume the Doctor's research is gonna have a payoff. I mean, obviously it does. We know what happens in the sequel trilogy, but I don't know. There's a weird focus to switch to. Well, where the fuck do we go from here? They're redeemed. They're part of the clan again. They can do whatever they want.
Except remove their helmets in public.
Which Mando didn't do anyway, so it's no big loss. I guess Bo can just do it when no one's looking. This sort of has the same problem that Bad Batch does, in that it's so determined to tell stories about the world itself and do more world expansion that it kind of deters from the main characters.
A little bit. I'd say Andor kind of had that problem a little more than Bad Batch.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But at least you can make the argument that the others were crucial to his story, so it was necessary to see what was going on with them. Whereas, we haven't seen this Doctor guy since season 1.
Didn't he also appear in season 2 on the ship?
Did he?
When Bo-Katan attacked?
True.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like their, like, hostage? That's how they got on the ship?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was either that or on Navarro, because I remember they showed clone stuff.
True.
In one of those episodes. I think he's been in all 3 seasons at this point.
Okay, so I guess he gets his 1 episode per season or something. And now he's a vegetable.
This one also felt very long.
Yeah, this was incredibly long. Seriously, that whole side thing could have been an episode in and of itself. How long does it seem?
How long was this one? Hang on. This one was like nearly an hour.
It felt like an hour.
Dear God. That was a way too long.
This was like, twice as long as the first episode.
Because honestly, it felt like there were places where they should have just ended it, and then it just kept going. This kind of should have been a multi-parter, if you ask me.
Yeah, they should have done half the story, just like checking on him as he's getting acclimated to being part of the program on Courasant, and then picked up again later when you see more of his frustrations leading him to deter. That's how it should have been, not do the whole fucking story in the middle of an episode.
Like, honestly, when they get to the yard with the Star Destroyer and they look out at it, it feels like there's going to be like a to be continued here. That felt like what it should have naturally been, and then it just keeps going.
I'm not saying it was a poorly done story, per se. I mean, it actually gives some surprising characterization to a side character we really haven't paid attention to, who we thought we'd only see once or twice at most in correlation to the Empire. It's just surprising they gave him that much focus, like really dove into the whole amnesty program and stuff, and pretty much was Coruscant porn when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, let's see how beautiful the city is. Let's see all the parts we didn't see in Clone Wars and whatever. It just... like I said, it's not poorly done.
No.
It was decently acted, and I mean, I could see her betrayal coming from a mile away, but it does enough to keep you guessing where it's headed. But
it just took way too long to focus on this particular thing. And as it goes along, it just gets slower and slower.
And like I said, it's in the middle of an episode that you thought was gonna focus on Mando. He just did what he sought out to do in record time, I should mention. And then, boom, Empire shows up, and they escape, and then nothing for like 45 minutes. And finally we get back, and it's like, are you redeemed? Yeah? Cool, welcome back to the club. That's it. What the hell, man? I'm starting to think they should have taken those episodes of Boba Fett and just added it to this, because it feels like they took away half the story meant for Season 3.
Yep.
You think, naturally, the beginning of Season 3 would be, oh, he wants Grogu back, but is torn between getting him back or letting him become a Jedi, and then it leads to that whole thing of them reuniting. And then he goes and gets redeemed. Because that's how it seems like it should have been structured. But no, we get the Grogu thing out of the way in Book of Boba Fett. We get the redemption thing out of the way in 2 episodes. And now we have, what, 6 more to go? What the fuck else is there to do exactly?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, now everybody knows that Mandalore isn't poisoned or cursed or whatever the hell they believe. So I guess now they're going to focus on repopulating it?
That, or I smell deception. Because, remember, they said they just told you it was cursed to keep you in line. Something like that.
I guess, or at least to keep them away from the planet or something.
Honestly, I would look more into that. Because that does not smell right.
Yeah, because you mean to tell me in all the time since the Empire blew up Mandalore that nobody launched an expedition to try and see if it was habitable after a certain period of time? Because, I mean, when is it that Mandalore was blown up, per se? Before the original trilogy or something?
Probably shortly before.
Probably like in like the height of the Empire or something. So let's say about a good 20 years, 25 years have passed. You mean to tell me nobody from the remaining Mandalorian clans had sought out to see if it was, like, good to live there again? They just went on superstition and be like, oh no, it's cursed, everybody stay away, don't see if it's true.
Well, I mean, Bo-Katan knew that it wasn't, so...
Right, but...
It must have just been this particular sect.
Once again, proving that Mandalorians are dumb, particularly this clan. I wanted this to get better, and it didn't, and now I'm pissed. And it's like, I can't even say it was bad per se, because clearly a lot of work went into this, and the acting was decent, and they had some action scenes, but like, dear God, the story structure is atrocious.
They get really fixated on this stuff, and I know all the Andor fans are gonna rave about how good this episode was. So,
oh my God, it was just like real life. Like, it totally feels like mature and stuff.
It's like, yeah, I like that slice of life bit. I liked seeing, you know, different sides of Courasant that we haven't seen. Especially seeing like a carnival on Courasant. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
Honestly, I like that. It shows that the city is not just structural trash, like, you know, old school Detroit or something. But the fact that we didn't really, like, that wasn't really the focus, it was just the guy. It's like, we know he's gonna develop the technology, or at least be the key to discover the technology that leads to them cloning Palpatine later and creating Snoke. So, I don't know, it just felt like a pointless detractor from stuff.
Like I said, it just felt like they got really fixated on this thing and spent entirely too much time on it.
You know what they should have done? They should have added whatever scenes Mando and Bo-Katan were in to, like, the first 2 episodes. Because, I mean, look at them. They have shorter time frames. They could have added it on, and that wouldn't have changed anything. If anything, it probably would have made it feel more fuller or something. And then just had the one focus on the scientist just for an episode, but have it tie into something significant at the end with Mando.
Yeah, because honestly, it feels like such whiplash when it does happen.
Because what's the correlation here between him having redeemed himself and then this scientist trying to continue his research? I don't get it. If they showed something that tied in, then maybe. But there was nothing I could see.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost that same whiplash of having those episodes of Book of Boba Fett that had no Boba Fett in them at all, and was Mandalorian.
But at least, he wound up on Tatooine by the end. So you know where it was leading up to. You see the purpose of him being there and eventually joining Boba Fett. At least it tied into the story. With this, I have no fucking clue what this ties into.
I'm sure it's gonna come into play, and it's going to be probably the series finale.
I guess. I mean, at least it drops the hint that that Moff Gideon had escaped. At least that's what everyone theorizes anyway. So we might get to see Giancarlo Esposito again. I hope. It's like, I need my silver fox back. But that's about it, though. Who is in charge of structuring all this? Do they not know how a story flows?
While we're on that subject from before, didn't Bryce Dallas Howard direct this one?
Not this one. She just directs a future one.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I was about to say, because I think she was the one that directed that first Mandalorian episode in Book of Boba Fett.
She might have. I have to look that up. I know she directs a later episode. It's not this one. I don't believe it is. Although I believe next episode, episode 4, is going to be directed by Carl Weathers. So we're probably going to return to Navarro at that point.
I would hope.
Because I would think at that point that now that Mando's done all of that side shit, he actually can take Grief up on his offer to settle down and retire with Grogu, lead a normal life before, you know, shit hits the fan.
He's not going to yet.
I mean, it's possible. I'd really like to know where the fuck they go from here. Like, they're not really giving any indication.
I think at this point, it's gonna have him kind of second-guessing being in this sect of Mandalorian. He's gonna start, the cracks are gonna start peeling back.
They had the opportunity to do that, though. Like, they could have done it so that she's like, oh, you're alive. Well, that's unfortunate. Like, he could have had the proof and she just smacked it out of his hand and be like, you're supposed to die. They could have done something like that, and then that would have broken his belief in the creed, but
I mean, it's like, what's for him and Grogu at this point? His original thing was to get him to, you know, a safe place, and now he's just basically given that all up, and he's just traveling with Grogu, and it's like, what? So what is there for him and Grogu in this life, in this religion?
I guess they just keep wandering and picking up odd jobs and just, you know, being the usual wandering cowboy or something. I don't know.
No, it doesn't make sense, which is why I say they're going to start peeling it back and making him second guess his position in the creed.
I don't know. I felt that if that was the case, they would have gone about this a different way. They wouldn't have welcomed him back with open arms. I feel like they could have done it different.
It feels off.
God, the 3 episodes in, and this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Mandalorian, you were supposed to be better than this.
You were the chosen one! You were supposed to bring order back to the franchise!
Seriously, Bad Batch is turning out better than this at this point. And they're just about as aimless when you think about it.
Yeah, but at least you can see with the Bad Batch, they're starting to think about where do we go from here. With Mando, he's just kind of same old, same old. I gotta get back to status quo, and then just whatever.
Like, even having Grogu there is pointless now, because Grogu's whole thing was learning the Force, which he kind of did from Luke, but now that he stopped his training to, you know, hang out with Mando, it's like, what else is there for him to do? And he's still not, like, powerful enough to really be useful. The fact that he made it out of that mine by himself is a miracle in and of itself. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see what direction this goes in, but I'm telling you right now, I don't have faith in this. I can't have faith in this. They've shown just what shitty storytelling they're capable of, and it's surprising because Mandalorian did so well in the first 2 seasons in that regard, and this, it's like...
This is the way?
Oh, God. Well, With that being said, join us next time when we see just where the hell we go from here. So, till then, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
Star Wars needs to start inventing television so we can watch something else aside from this.
Change the channel, Grogu.